All right, guys, it's Crystal here with Crystal Clear Oils. I see you, Cindy. I hope you're okay. Today, I think it was important. A lot of people ask me about doTERRA and what is doTERRA and why is it different, and just mostly like, okay, well, I have some essential oils, so what do I do now? And I think it's a really important point to talk about that is doTERRA is a wellness company. So they are very concerned with overall wellness and not just hygiene, not
Hi.
not just a not just oils. It's just supplements, but they really think it's very important to have a healthy foundation. And so what we're going to talk about today is the importance of cellular health, cellular vitality. So like that life and how you feel, and what affects that. And a lot of times our supplements, so supplements can be the food you take in, and it can also be things that you add to help you with your diet. And so I'm going to share my screen. I just have a couple pictures that you can look at, and then I'll be talking through some of the supplements and then why cellular health is so important to talk about. And so this is Lifelong Vitality. Sorry, I'm out front because my kids are in the house and they're really loud, so I'm hiding. So hopefully you can see me. And if you can't hear me, just let me know. But okay, so cellular health is very important. It's the foundation of, and the root of our wellness starts in our cells, right? We have, our bodies look like one organ, one being, but really we're made up of trillions of cells that just make up every tissue and every organ in our body. And our lifestyles can have a very large impact on our cells and the overall well-being of our bodies. So our daily vitality is dependent on our ability to make lifestyle changes, maybe exercise more, and mainly in these four core areas. So nutrient intake, that's one area. Metabolizing enzymes, cleansing and just out waste and toxins out of our body, and then in just supporting a healthy intestinal flora. So many studies show us that our intestinal, like how our gut is, affects our overall well-being. So I just read a study that said high yeast in the stomach causes vertigo. It can be one of the leading causes of vertigo. And I thought that was very interesting because we eat so much sugar in our American diets. And so when we talk about nutrients, they serve as the building block, right? They serve as the building blocks to help protect our cells, important functions, just like energy production, so mitochondrial production. And when we talk about nutrients, we're putting in food. Where's that food coming from? And then supplementation, are we getting it from the store, or are we getting it from a well-known or very reputable place where it's high quality? And I think being very conscious of that is very important. So we're going to talk about the choices in doTERRA. And so we have two main choices that we have that you can add onto your cart, and it is the nutrient pack. And the nutrient pack includes the bottom two in this picture. The bottom two in this picture are XE Omega. That's the essential oil omega-3 complex. It does have some omega-6s in it, but our American diets are severely deficient in omega-3s. And when our omega-6s are an overabundance in our bodies, they kind of take over, and they don't allow whichever omega-3s that we get to be processed. And so what doTERRA has done is combined 9 essential oils in with the omega-3 and supplement, and it allows for our bodies to actually absorb those omega-3 supplements and complex that we need. And so it works together with your Microplex VMZ, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that in just a minute. The other option that you have is to get the Lifelong Vitality Pack, and what that includes is your XE Omega, your Microplex VMZ, that's the food supplement, and then the Alpha CRS Plus, and that's really where the targeted benefit comes from when you include all three. The targeted benefit from the Alpha CRS Plus, it really makes the nutrient pack just complete. And what happens is with doTERRA, especially financially, they make it very affordable when it comes to comparing to supplements in another source. So at the price, it's about $20 per bottle or just over. And when you're getting the all three, if you were to buy just Alpha CRS Plus, you would be almost paying for the entire Lifelong Vitality Pack. So the more you buy with them, the better value you're getting. And so I'm going to talk to you for a minute about the Microplex VNZ and the food nutrient complex. And Deanie, I know you know how many pills this is. There are 12 pills that you have to take with the Lifelong Vitality Pack. And in the beginning, that's a lot of pills. Like, I was really quite overwhelmed with how many pills I was taking when compared to my one prenatal vitamin that I thought was very high quality. I really liked my one pill, but I learned that I was not getting the benefit that I needed, the nutrients for my cellular health from that one pill. And so what they've done with Microplex VMZ is this is your food nutrient complex. It actually provides you 22 essential vitamin and minerals that will support normal growth, function, and maintenance of the cells. It also fights free radicals with the antioxidant vitamins A, C, and E. Through that, it supports healthy metabolism and cellular energy. So that's where we get a little bit more boost in our mitochondrial support. We also get support in our bone health with the calcium, the magnesium, the zinc, and the vitamin D. Vitamin D is crucial to have in your diet, and they add it in here in a very bioavailable way. So what they do is all of these ingredients are just ground up. So they literally are just ground up food. And so they take Brussels sprouts and kale. They take just different really amazing powerhouse foods like parsley and cabbage, you know, foods that you would normally eat to keep your diet really balanced. Well, what they do is they just grind it up, and they take organic, non-processed foods or grind it up, and they put it into just dehydrated and into a powder form, put it into a veggie cap. And what happens is as it goes into your body and that veggie cap is dissolved within a minute because they are very soluble, your body recognizes it all as food. And so then it supports your healthy immune function. It also supports healthy digestion because your body's not fighting to figure out what are you giving me. They know, your body knows exactly what you're getting because it's recognized as food. The XE Omega, it's at the bottom. This is the omega-3 I talked about for a second. And it promotes, when you have omega-3s, you're getting what you need for cardiovascular support, your nervous system. The fish oils are the number one. They're the number one supplement that are recommended by doctors. By the time you're 35 and 40, your joints are starting to hurt. You're starting to deal with different types of aches and pains that just weren't there 5 years ago. And it is then time when your doctor says, okay, well, it's time to add this in. And so this is the number one supplement, and it supports healthy joint function and comfort. It provides an important, just the nutrients in it are for healthy immune function. It allows your body to do what it's supposed to do by protecting against lipid oxidation, supporting the healthy function in the brain, promotes your healthy skin, and it also is from a very reputable source. So it's from marine and plant sourced omega oils that are sustainable. And so they actually get them in Alaska, and it comes from calamari. So wherever it's the most abundant and natural, that's where doTERRA goes for the source. Alpha CRS Plus, the top one in this picture, is the Cellular Vitality Complex. here is the powerhouse that you get to help your cells function correctly. It helps with metabolism. So our cells normally go through a cycle. They are formed, they go through their life cycle doing their job, and then they go through apoptosis, which is the dying off of cells. And what happens when our body is filled with toxins is our bodies can't detoxify. They can't get rid of everything. And so we need help. And what Alpha CRX does and what doTERRA has done is combined frankincense and turmeric and green leaf tea, milk thistle seed, just so many powerhouses when it comes to antioxidants to help protect the cells against the oxidative stress. And so we know we're not going to add any life to us, right? That data is already chosen. And so what we're trying to do instead of extend life is extend the quality of life that we have to be greater for a longer period of time. So we're trying to push out that breaking down of the body just a little further out. And so, sorry, cars, guys. And so what we do is we bring in high quality supplements to support our cellular energy by supporting healthy mitochondria and supplying metabolic factors of these energy production to help our body do what it's supposed to do, fight off and give us more energy. The Alpha CRX Plus supports healthy cellular immune function, supports mental clarity and brain function. So when you're getting into the brain fog and the where you just can't focus or you just feel like you're not remembering things as well, you are really in need of getting rid of the oxidation that's building up in your body. And so that oxidative stress can be fought by using Alpha CRS Plus. It also supports, it just includes very potent levels of these metabolic factors for cellular energy. And so what doTERRA did was just put it through all these tests, and they're third-party tests, so we know that it's reputable. It's not just doTERRA telling it's great. But the doctors do research on PubMed.org and at the Vanderbilt University, where they do studies on people, and they see that the oxidative stress is less. The mitochondrial cells, when they do the studies on the cells, the mitochondria is increased, and so they can see how well it's working. There are other, this is the most popular, the most bought item in doTERRA. And I think that really says something about doTERRA because it's such a good foundation for health, and people see that and they realize that oils are supplements, and you get the most benefit when you have a solid foundation. There are a few other products or supplements that doTERRA offers. So if you needed a little bit more help, Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex is one that my father-in-law takes. He has a lot of achiness and pain and inflammation. And so this is just going to be an extra boost of frankincense and turmeric. It's a lot of cars today, guys. Sorry. And so it just includes this proprietary blend, which means that doTERRA just designed it, and they standardized the extracts of the ginger, the curcumin or turmeric, and resveratrol. And resveratrol has been studied, and they show that the decrease in discomfort and achiness that comes when you take this and other polyphenols is exponential. And so that's why they designed this for people who really struggle in those areas. So if you have knee pain or have had back surgery and knee surgery, this is a complex that is very, very good for you. There is, like I said, the frankincense, and is actually the resin that has been shown and proven over time, many years and many studies, to support the muscle and joint comfort and function. And we know that because we go to the store and we see them everywhere, right? We see turmeric and curcumin and frankincense, and it's in all these supplements, but we want to know where our frankincense comes from. We want to know where our turmeric comes from. We want high quality, non-altered, non-adulterated products. And so that's why we come to doTERRA. We have also a children's line. Let me find it over here. It is our children take this, and they actually take the IQ Mega as well. But I think it was important, and I think it's a good call for doTERRA to come out with this. It's called the A to Z chewable vitamins. I actually have had pregnant women come and say, you know, I just can't swallow all those pills. Lifelong Vitality is recommended to pregnant women from our midwives. We have several midwives in our line, and they love the Lifelong Vitality through pregnancy. But some of the women are just very hesitant, and they've come to me and said, you know what, I take the A to Z and I feel great. And so it just was enough for them, because you still get a plethora of vitamins and minerals, and you get all the protection and immune boosting that you need. And it's designed for children because it's chewable. So it still is that superfood blend. It supports the healthy overall wellness and health, and it's very balanced with a blend of vitamins and minerals. And there's very bioavailable. So your body is going to recognize it as a food immediately. So you have your support for your cellular health. It fights against antioxidants. And so you're going to have the healthy cell function that you need as you're growing, especially in kids. They're growing very fast. It protects against the cellular DNA to help make sure everything is being formed as it's supposed to. Now, the IQ Mega is added onto this. It's just basically the XE Omega for kids in its liquid form. They added wild orange to it for flavor and for absorption, and it promotes a healthy cardiovascular and nervous system and immune system in children. The oil that they use for their omegas is it again protects against lipid oxidation, and it supports the healthy function of the brain and promotes healthy skin. So when kids are dealing with eczema and different issues that a lot of kids deal with when it comes to sensitivities in the environment, adding in omega-3s is very, very beneficial. Now I want to talk about, as we're talking about gut health and cellular health, and many articles and doctors now say, and they recognize that our health stems from our gut. And so if our gut is not healthy, generally we are not healthy, or we have issues, whether it be arthritis, inflammation, depression. So many different symptoms and things come from not being healthy, right? And in our gut. So doTERRA also offers items like Terrazyme, and I don't have pictures for everything, but let me go back to here. Terrazyme, our family uses for healthy digestion and metabolism enzymes, because our food does not have enzymes. A lot of times our food is processed, highly processed, and even meat, it does not have enzymes. So when you're eating things and you're already struggling with digestive issues, adding a solid digestive enzyme is going to help you digest everything that you're putting in your body. So if you have a gluten sensitivity, or you hear that a lot of people now have sensitivities to certain foods. So if you know you have a sensitivity, or if you know you get heartburn from a certain food, you take Terrazyme before you eat it. And so you take Terrazyme before every meal. And if you really struggle with digestive health, you can take 2, and you can also take 2 at bedtime on an empty stomach. And it helps to actually promote gastrointestinal comfort and food tolerance, and it speeds that conversion of the food nutrients into your cellular energy. When you need something a little deeper, we have cleansing products. So GX Assist is one of the items of supplements that doTERRA offers that our bodies will need to be able to properly dispose of cellular debris that can be built up in our body and bloodstream. So whether it be coming through toxins in our lotions, or toxins in our air fresheners, or our laundry soap, or whether it's from our food, or maybe prescription drugs, they just build up in our system. And so a general rule is that you do a good gentle cleanse every 6 months, and doTERRA offers that available to you. GX Assist is the first step in an essential oil digestive maintenance program. And so it supports healthy digestive a healthy digestive environment. So there's just a really great blend of certified pure therapeutic grade oils, and then they add caprylic acid, and that provides a very natural cleanse for your to regulate and maintain a healthy digestive system. Zendocrine is the second part. It's a second part of the cleanse, and zendocrine supports the cleansing out and filtering functions of the liver, the kidney, the colon, the lungs, and the skin. And why this is so important is because where does everything build up, right? It builds up in your liver. Your liver cleans everything out. And so you really must pay attention to detoxify that. And it's very gentle. You use zendocrine complex, zendocrine gel caps, or instead of the gel caps, you can add in the zendocrine oil. And you can actually just rub it on the surface of the area, like around the liver. The zendocrine oil, which is the detoxification blend, it actually supports the body's natural ability to rid itself of those unwanted substances. So any type of toxins that you've put in from the environment. It supports healthy liver function overall, so it's really great to have all the time. This one cannot be taken too often. The GX Assist is a 10-day program, and so it does come with directions, and you just take it for 10 days, and then you repopulate with the probiotics we'll talk about in a minute. As you're cleansing and going through that process of getting all the toxins out, citrus oils. Citrus oils are huge. They're a huge advantage to having essential oils in your medicine cabinet because you can naturally cleanse your body, and it also aids in digestion. So one of our rules is in the morning when you first wake up, you put a couple drops of lemon oil in your water. Sometimes we heat up that water, not boiling, because we don't want to destroy the benefit of lemon oil, but we want to, sometimes that warmness can comfort our stomach. And it also helps to break up, because throughout the night, as we're sleeping, our body's processing and detoxifying and going through the resting process of how the cells go through their end cycle. And we wake up, we need to push that through. So we need lots of water, and citrus oils help to push everything through. The citrus also helps to ward off the free radicals because it has a very high antioxidant benefit. So in our family, we use lemon a lot. That's probably on our order every 2 months because we use so much. But we also love tangerine and grapefruit and lime. They're all really good, and it's really nice to have them around to just change it up a bit. So if there are more programs or more supplements that I won't talk about today for weight management and weight control, and I can do a whole Zoom on that later. But if you're interested in that, go to your website, doTERRA.com, and just look under personal health and then Slim and Sassy line. But along with the cleanse, we're going to talk about probiotics because it is so important. Our gut health is so important. And so as you're using oils and you're using supplements, and then you're using your GX Assist and Zendocrine, and you're starting to detoxify, you'll need to add in your probiotics. And doTERRA has PB Assist Plus, and that is a really great probiotic because it has a prebiotic and a probiotic, and it's double encapsulated. I think I'll show you guys that after we're done, what some of the pills look like. But so what the probiotic does is it supports healthy digestive functions and immunities, and it also creates a favorable environment for those, and it gets rid of the unhealthy elements. So it boosts your GI immunities. It supports optimal absorption of the nutrients because without good bacteria in there, it's just going to all pass through or get stuck. And so a good probiotic is also going to help with a healthy skin condition. My nephew had these just bumps all around his lips, and we were trying to figure out we were using Correct-X and several different oils to get rid of it, but it would ease it, but it would just keep coming back. And then we realized and just tried the probiotics. The probiotics took it away very quickly, and it was just a gut issue again. And so that's how it can help with skin conditions. And so overall, the We want healthy cells because healthy cells produce good vitality. And vitality, we want good vitality because we feel better. We have more energy. We just feel like we want to do more when we have good supplementation. Let me close this and stop sharing it. And then I'm going to show you a couple of the pills just so you know what they look like. Because, you know, okay, there you are. And so, well, when I told you I like to have one pill. I don't know how you guys are, but I like to have one pill. And so my pill was kind of a horse pill. My prenatals were, but they were gentle on my stomach. And so I was okay with that. But when I learned about doTERRA and the quality, I switched over, and it took me a little bit of weaning up to them. So I started with one pill each and went up to the 4. And I felt much better once I had the 4. But if you can look here, this is Alpha CRX Plus, and you can see it's in a little gel capsule. And that's the one that's going to provide your antioxidant relief. So it's going to help the free radicals in your body and get rid of all that and stop the unnatural aging process. So the very quick aging process that sometimes our body goes through that causes discomfort. Now, the Microplex VNZ is a white, and it has the food complex in it. And so it has all of the nutrients from the Brussels sprout, the pomegranate seeds, the kale flower, all of those are in there. And then the XE Omega is small, and it is, you take 4 of each of these. And so this is, sorry, I'm trying to show you, this is just a little red pill, and it has the oils in it. And it also has D3 oil so that our bodies can absorb it. And so what we do is we have those 12 pills in our hand, and we look at it and we're like, oh man, that is way too many pills. That's what I did anyway. And maybe you're like me. But then I realized what it takes to get those 22 fruits and vegetables and all the omega-3s, like the fish oils, and all those antioxidants into my body. And if I were to eat that, it would be a lot of meals. And I just am not that hungry. And so then, so when you grind that up and you get it out, it's not just one pill, right? You cannot possibly get it in one pill. And so when they come in 12, you can now understand why, maybe understand a little bit more why it has to be so many. But when it comes in our body and we get the benefit, it's well worth it. So we can choose either have a handful of healthy pills now, or when we get to 60, and that's when all the doctors say, okay, it's time to be on supplements. And everybody's getting on supplements at that age. And they're not only getting on supplements, they're also getting on blood pressure medicine, and they're getting on pain medicine and cholesterol medicine, all these medicines. And so you either start now with a handful of healthy, or later you have a bag full of stuff that you really don't want to drag around, right? And so I told you I'm going to show you, oh, there's grapefruit. We love grapefruit. And I wanted to show you DDR. I didn't even talk about DDR Prime. I'll just tell you real quick. DDR Prime, Dr. Hill. Dr. Hill is the main doctor in doTERRA. He collaborates with many doctors outside of doTERRA, but he said in his house, if there was one oil he could have, it would be DDR Prime. And DDR Prime is actually a DNA repair oil. It has a combination of like 8 oils that work together to help your body fight off cellular replication when it shouldn't be happening. So certain like conditions like that, or neurological support. And so that oil is very powerful. But doTERRA offers these. I hope you guys learned something today, and you feel a little bit more empowered about talking about it with your friends and your family and deciding what's right for you. And when you're on a loyalty reward order, like I am, and you get all 3 of these, right? And these are, it's like $69.50 for all 3 of these. And so that was very comparable for us because we could get rid of so many things that we were already taking. But when you have that, they allow you to add on things like this that cost $79 for 20. And so you actually get a huge discount from when you buy your supplements, and then you have to add on things anyway. Like we take calcium, and probiotics and the Terrazyme, we can add those on for $20 instead of the wholesale price. Sorry, my screen keeps wiggling. Instead of the wholesale price, which is like 35 or 50 or even 79 with a deep blue. So I'm getting such a better deal, and that's just available for you on your account. If you have questions, sorry, I keep wiggling. If you have questions about the supplements, message me. If you have questions about how to use your account or anything like that, please message me. Or you can even go to Crystal Clear Oilers, the group, and ask your questions on there. There are a whole team of us on there who love to answer your questions. This is a passion for us. And so go ahead and do that. And then I look forward to talking to you next Friday at 4. And if you're interested in learning more, Romy Clark is our upline leader. She's amazing. She's such a giving person. And she does essential oil training, just education, on Thursdays at noon. So if that works for you, grab on and jump onto there. So Thursdays at noon, and I'll try to start linking that into Crystal Clear Oilers. I'll try to share that there. And then she does a more business-oriented one. If you're excited and want to join the team and want to learn how to make money doing this, like me and Kim and Patty do, then go ahead and come on Tuesday nights at 10. That's the masterminds. Okay, that's Tuesday night at 10. And if you're interested in that, message me so I can make sure you're in that group, because I have to add you to it. It's a secret group. But that is just people just like me who are business-minded, and we want to share our tips with everybody else and all of our successes and stories. So I hope you guys have a great day. Bye, Deanie. Bye, Cindy. I don't know who's on the phone, but have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Now, you guys don't have questions, do you?